um, it's just so crazy when you say last 3 episodes, because I'm like, what the heck are we going to cover in 3 episodes? I
Yeah.
know we've said it that every episode covers so much, but I'm like, how in the world are we going to wrap up this season in just 3 episodes? It's crazy. I mean, at the end of episode 5, we the Guardians are all down so bad. Robot is out of his suit, or Rudy is out of his robot suit.
Yeah.
Eve is knocked out. So obviously we're going to address that in the next episode, but we still have the multiverse plot to address. We have the Mahler twins, Angstrom
Mm,
Levy. It's going to be a crazy end of back
yeah.
half of season 2. I don't even know where to start. Do you have any thoughts on it, Megan?
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely backed into a pretty tight corner at the end of this episode. So I imagine the next episode, like it's such a big threat with the sequence that I imagine the majority of episode 6 will probably focus on this specific plot line and maybe some more of the Lizard League as well, and then maybe they'll kind of intersect towards the end. I don't know. I can't imagine the sequence storyline going past this season. Feels like something that could and probably should be wrapped up in season 2.
Yeah.
As for the all the multiverse stuff with Angstrom Levy, I think that's how you pronounce it. That I could see really playing out like across like, the rest of the show even. Um,
Absolutely.
but I'm sure we'll see a little bit more of him. If not next episode, then maybe episode 7 or episode 8.
Yeah, I'm also curious if we're gonna see any more of the Viltrumites this season. I mean, I assume so.
I
Or
think
if,
so.
yeah, I there's just so much going on.
I know. It is kind of like crazy. Like, there's so much going on in this episode that isn't even related to the main like threat of the show. Um, and yet like we're still kind of on the edge of our seats, even though we know like, okay, Viltrum Empire is probably endgame. They're gonna come down at some point. But
Hmm.
this whole like sequence storyline, uh, and even the Lizard League, like has me like really engaged and
Yeah.
really like again on edge the whole time because clearly a lot of the characters in the show aren't safe.
Hmm.
Um, and so it's interesting to watch as certain characters do kind of kick the bucket, um, and kind of not knowing when or who that's going to be.
Yeah, it's definitely keeping us on our toes. I'm curious if we're gonna see Omni-Man again this season. I assume we
Mhm.
will, but how and when is beside me. But I think we see I think we see a glimpse into the rest of this season when we get to that post-credit scene with Alan.
Mm.
He's back.
He's back,
Um,
and man is more swole than ever.
yeah, I would have to say I was like, damn, okay, Alan.
I noticed like when he like sat up, I was like,
Hmm.
he's been working out.
Well, yeah, and I think it gives us so much a sense of hope to see Alan partner up with this Viltrumite who has gone rogue. And
Mm.
then when he meets Mark, I just think they're going to be a dynamic trio along with the rest of the Guardians of the Globe. I mean, that makes me really excited to see like where they're going to go because for a while I was like if it's just Mark like along with the Guardians of the Globe defending Earth, like how are they going to get out of this? Um
Right. I don't know if they have the the firepower to really go toe to toe with the Viltrumites. So it looks like
Hmm.
Alan and I guess it's pronounced Thaddeus,
Oh, yes.
maybe.
Hmm.
Who obviously at the end of this episode reveals himself to be not just a Viltrumite, but the only Viltrumite that has since defied the Viltrum Empire. I guess
Yeah.
until Mark.
And what a crazy way to reveal you're a Viltrumite by ripping your beard off. That was
It
insane.
was so funny. Like I, I just love how he does that, and Alan immediately knows. It's like they all have mustaches or something.
Yeah, no, that was great. And yeah, so I'm excited to see where that goes. I'm excited to see um where Oliver goes and how quickly he
Mm,
ages and what kind of power he's gonna have too. I mean, Mark is so strong being half human, half Viltrumite, that I'm sure Oliver will be strong and have different powers
yeah.
as Mark. So maybe he'll help him too. It's really interesting.
You think he would? They would like put him through school? How would that work?
I have no idea. I'm thinking at some point that Cecil will kind of take not take over raising Oliver, but kind of put him in like a superhero baby superhero training program.
Yeah, yeah,
We'll see. While also I think Debbie will kind of balance giving him a sort of normal life in the same
yeah.
way that she did with Mark. It'll just be maybe a little sooner that Oliver gets his
Mm,
powers and realizes who he is because he is purple. So
yeah. He's gonna
hard
realize
to hide that.
yeah, he's not like the other kids. He's
Not at
purple.
all. Yeah. Do you have any other thoughts of where you think this season's gonna go, Megan?
Um, I think for sure we'll see Omni-Man again. I think there's like a 2 second clip in the trailer where we do see him held captive by the Viltrumites. So we'll see kind of how he gets out of that. I believe I think it's General Craig,
Mm-hmm.
Kreg, not Craig, like humans. It's like
Creek.
it's a General Krieg. It might be Krieg. Well, that
I
is
don't
something
know, but I like
I will,
Craig.
yeah. We're just gonna call him General Craig for the rest of the show. I don't
Yeah.
care if it's General Krieg. Anyway, we'll see. I think at the end of episode 4, he tells Mark that Nolan's gonna be executed.
Yeah.
Um, so we'll see how he wiggles his way out of that, and then from there, will he go to Earth? I mean, he tells Mark, I think at the end of episode 4, or sometime during episode 4, that he can't go back there. Um, but I imagine inevitably it will happen.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if it'll happen this season, but I am definitely excited to. I mean, anytime Omni Man is on screen, I mean, and just hearing J.K. Simmons' voice, like it's just awesome.
Yeah, totally agree. We didn't even talk about Mark trying to find Omni-Man's books. Ah,
Oh,
can't wait to see what's in those books and if
I
Mark
know,
finds them.
I
Wow,
know. Because
so
his
much to
mom
look forward
sold
to.
them. I know. I'm really curious what's in those books.
Yeah, or like if Mark doesn't find them, who's going to find them and
Yeah,
what that means. Oh my goodness, we
I
have so
know.
much to look forward to.
He's gonna have to track down like eBay user 4537.